flying can do a great deal of damage, so it's important that all players be alert at all times. Race Cage River Center, City of Baton Rouge, the Baton Rouge Zydeco are not responsible for spectator injuries. The ticker assumes all risk and danger incidental to the game of hockey, including but not limited to the danger of being injured by a puck or hockey stick in a greasy arena. The FPHL, its officers and employees of participating clubs, their agents and players are not liable for injuries resulting from such cases. Baton Rouge Zydeco game experience to group event. Contact us at brzydeco.com for information and group tickets. And it's that time of year once again for all the boy and girl scouts. Baton Rouge Zydeco, the professional hockey team, excited to announce that the Scout Night will take place on November 22nd at 7 o'clock. There will be a meet and greet after the game where they'll learn about the importance of being hit hockey dive from a young age. If you'd like more information, please see our representatives at the Jersey Raptor table. Ladies and gentlemen, the Columbus River Dragon.
Gotten tested.
All right, downstairs
like
with
Sasha
Drusik, newest member of the Baton Rouge Zydeco.
I don't think they're going to have
new environment for you,
there.
obviously. How you acclimating, 2-3 days in?
Yeah, it's a big difference from New York. I mean, the weather's a little
Our Zydeco military university has tomorrow night's game. The first back table has both the upstairs and downstairs areas. Pre-order jerseys will be paid in full, and if you want to collect your replicable jersey in the November 21st Zydeco hockey game. Available sizes include both children's and adult sizes. Folks, it's Thursday. We're hoping you're ready to celebrate this by taking advantage of our great beer specials tonight, running all night long. We're also giving away Zydeco koozies presented by friends at Bayou Apparel. The Zydeco will be wearing their brand new alternate jersey tonight. Proudly sponsored by Capital City Produce. The beautiful jerseys will be worn every Thursday and Sunday home. Thank you, Capital City Produce. Folks, we're halfway through our warm-up, brought to you by our good friends at Fidelity Bank. Here for good.
Oh, folks, it is good to be back in this seat. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Zydeco pregame show, brought to you by Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Andy Petzinger back up here in the broadcast booth, getting you prepared and ready for tonight's game. It is an enormous two-game set between your Baton Rouge Zydeco and the Columbus River Dragons. The Zydeco come in today having the league's best offense with 4.86 goals per game. That will be put to the test tonight as the River Dragons have the league's best defense, allowing just one goal in the 4 games that they've played all year long. The dam has to break for either side, and it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top this weekend. Let's get a quick recap of what happened last week, Friday night. We saw the Zydeco control play pretty much from the very first shift. They had a season-high 46 shots on net, which ended up getting broken the next day. But a lot of those were pretty high-quality opportunities, and they were able to walk away with a very solid 4-2 victory. Zydeco got 2 goals from Brody Thornton, a tally from Shane Haggerty and Matthew Gordon as well. Special teams stayed hot. Power play was 2 for 5. Penalty kill was perfect. And Brendan Colgan made 19 saves en route to his 3rd win of the season. Now, Saturday, bit of a different story for the Zydeco. A much slower start caused them to fall about 3-1 about halfway through that second period. But the Zydeco, they found their groove. They found it real quick. Jake Cox started the whole comeback himself with his 2nd of the season. 2 minutes later, we saw Kevin Sabat tie things up at 3. Kuznetsov came up and gave the Zydeco the lead with about 4.5 minutes left with his 4th of the season. And then to finish everything out, Scott Chirac got his 2nd of the night, and the Zydeco led 5-3 going into the 3rd. However, a little taste of their own medicine, Danville showed great resolve all the way through. They found a way to claw back in that 3rd period. They forced overtime. So it wasn't going to be an easy game for the Zydeco to win, something that they've kind of proven themselves all year long of not really going away and sticking around and being a little bit of a pest. However, they found a way to pull one out on Saturday. After a flurry of chances in overtime, Kevin Sabat found the puck on his stick all alone at center ice, time dying down. He deked out goaltender Parker Rutherford, went upstairs, ended the game, and got the weekend sweep for the Zydeco. Now, they are on a 4-game win streak, these Zydeco. So are the River Dragons, right? But this is something that the Zydeco have never done in their franchise history. Now is not the time for them to start getting comfortable. Complacency is poison to teams like the Zydeco who are young and still trying to figure out how to win hockey games. So that's something that was heavily talked about by Coach Everett Thompson pretty much this whole week. We even heard it in the coaches show of we do not want to get complacent. We don't want to get comfortable. That's only going to lead to bad things, and it's going to undo everything that we've worked for to get to this point. Now, the games against Danville last weekend were a really good opportunity for the Zydeco to do one of 2 things. They could either have taken Danville lightly and undo everything that they worked for so far, or treat it as if they were playing a top echelon team like they are this week. For the most part, Zydeco did the latter, right? The time that they took off and took Danville lightly was when they ended up jumping ahead 3-1 for half the game. This young team is doing something that a lot of young teams really aren't able to do this early, and it's finding ways to win. If you remember back that game against Monroe earlier in the season, that was a game that the Zydeco absolutely should have won, no question about it. And they played well enough to deserve that victory. 2.5 weeks after that, Zydeco are finding ways to win games that maybe they shouldn't have, right? That was a real rough first half against Danville on Saturday, but they were able to find a way to snap out of the trance and get to work. You could teach skill, you could teach hockey smarts, but you really can't teach a team how to come together and win. That's something that they really need to figure out on their own, and something that they're doing right now. So we're going to head to our first commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to preview tonight's matchup, hear from both sides, how they're feeling about the weekend, and all that good stuff. You're also going to get your first taste for the 2 weeks in the making of church funeral services. So I hope you guys got your pants on and you're ready to go. You're listening to the Zydeco pregame show brought to you by Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Church Funeral Services will handle it all with care and passion. Church Funeral Services.
I mean, is it good to be back or what? Come on. Great stuff. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's get into this weekend. This is the first of 4 games against Columbus, against the River Dragons. And there's a lot on the board here for both teams, to be quite honest with you. There's quite a bit for both teams to kind of focus on and be prepared for. This Columbus River Dragons team is a team that really knows how to win hockey games. And they treat every game as if it is a playoff game. And that was something that Everett and I talked about last night on the coaches show, about how this is kind of the kind of franchise that the Zydeco are hoping to model. And I had a pretty interesting conversation with Brennan Colgan as well, who's a former River Dragon himself, just about kind of what he's seen from the Dragons so far coming into today's game. So let's listen to that real quick. And he brings up a couple of good points in that clip. It's, even though they haven't really been tested all that much, this is going to be the first real big test for the River Dragons this whole year, up until this point. Now, granted, they've only played 4 games, so it's pretty small sample size, but they really haven't had an offense like the Zydeco were able to put up to get those numbers. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how their defense holds up today. Now, another storyline to kind of keep an eye out for is going to be the debut of new Zydeco, Sash Jarusik. His name is Alexander Jarusik, but he goes by Sash. I got to catch up with him a little bit before the game today. Let's take a quick listen at that. All right, I apologize. It looks like our audios are not working, so I apologize. But he basically said that this is a team that he's excited to come to. It's something that he knows is building, and it's a work in progress. But he really likes the trajectory of where this team is going. Now, it's going to be interesting to see where he kind of fits himself into this lineup, because a big reason why he's here, and obviously not the sole reason, but a reason why they went looking for somebody is the injury to Nick Catola, who we'll get into that in just one second. But we needed a little more help on the defense, right? Need a little bit more help on the back end, so we're not, continually using the same guys and kind of eating up minutes with the same guys. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of where he fits in and what kind of a role that he takes on. But he knows he's getting thrown into the fire today, going up against the Columbus River Dragons, and he's ready for it. He's excited to get going. So let's get into our three keys to the game today. So first and foremost, for the Zydeco, do not get away from your game. Everything that you've done to get yourself to this point, it can be easy to get overhyped for games like this and start playing entirely away from what you're used to. So don't get away from it. Continue playing the way that you played. There's a reason why you're successful. Just because you're going up against a good team doesn't mean you got to change the way that you play. Second of all, kind of leading into that don't get overhyped point, don't let your emotions get the better of you, right? It's easy to get over anxious and over emotional in games like this, and that's going to lead to a lot of penalties. That's going to lead to making mental mistakes. So don't let that get in the way. This is going to be a fast-paced game as well, playoff-type hockey. All right, key number 3, push the pace right from the start. There's going to be a pretty decent crowd here today. They're going to be highly energized. Go ahead and push the pace from the start. Put the River Dragons on their heels and make them work to get into this hockey game. All right. Now that's going to end the Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing pregame show. This is the most anticipated series of the year so far. Puck drop is right around the corner. We're excited to bring it to you. Hang on. We'll have that for you coming up in about 10 minutes time.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
gotten tested.
All right, downstairs
like we
with
have.
Sash Drusik, newest member of the
Hey, man. Get BYO offense, not just starting crispy, or blow them up with seasoned ground beef, mountain cakes, fresh jalapeno, sour cream, we're gonna got guacamole, black olives, my bear. Give yourself a show. We have section 233. Sponsored the Baton Rouge Zydeco. So Tuesday, good news tonight. It's Thursday. Give yourself a full fresh beverage. Great beer specials all night long.
Testing two. Testing two.
FPHL officiating currently. Your referee, Bob Lundman, Gordon Law. Jack Bunch, our Chandler and Crispin Fair. In the match. Oh, the Dragon.
It has been quite the run for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. They currently ride a 4-game win streak and have gotten points in 5 straight games. Tonight they meet their biggest test of the season, the Columbus River Dragons. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Raising Cane's River Center. Andy Petzinger here, happy to bring you back in the broadcast booth after being away last weekend for a family wedding. One more quick congratulations to my sister-in-law, Hannah, and her husband, Trevor. Tonight, all eyes of the FPHL are going to be on this matchup. Not just because it is the only game on tonight, but because it promises to be one heck of a show. The Baton Rouge Zydeco have started making waves throughout the league as a team to look out for. Columbus comes to town, as a perennial top-tier team that the Zydeco know are going to be their toughest task to date. Head-to-head in this young season, it's a pretty even matchup right now. Both teams have traded punches, or can trade punches with another statistically. The Zydeco are the best offensive team in the league. The River Dragons are the best defensive team in the league. Power play and penalty kill are pretty much equal on both sides, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what ends up happening this weekend. Both teams are going to be really put to the test. It's poised to be a whale of a hockey game. We got starting lineups and the national anthem coming up right after this.
I can't hear you, Baton Rouge.
Let's get to your starting lineups that are brought to you by Tremonti's. For the Columbus River Dragons, in between the pipes, Matt Petizian. He is 1-0 with a 1.0 goals against and a .963 save percentage. He is the only goaltender on the River Dragons to give up a goal all year long. In front of him on defense is going to be number 11, Kirk Underwood, and number 44, Brian Dunford. On forward, number 71, Alexander Jamath, number 15, Kyle Moore, and number 7, Justin McDonald. For your Baton Rouge Zydeco, it's going to be Brendan Colgan once again in between the pipes, the former Columbus River Dragon himself. He's 4-1 on the season, .238 goals against, a .910 save percentage, and 1 shutout. On defense in front of him is going to be Rio Namiki, who's going to be wearing number 15 today, I believe, in these sweet new alternate black jerseys. And Brody Thornton, number 17. Up front is Tyler Larwood, Jackson Bond, and Matthew Gordon as we get set to drop the puck here at the Raising Cane's River Center. We hope you guys are buckled in and ready to go. She's going to be a doozy. This opening face-off is brought to you by Sullivan Steakhouse, and we are off and running here in Baton Rouge. In the Columbus River Dragon zone, put up a wall, held in by the Zydeco, but quickly taken away by Underwood, and he'll move it up to Jamath at center ice, and it's chipped in by the River Dragons. After it, their first one there is Brody Thornton. He comes out to center ice. 1-on-3, gets pinched off there at the blue line. Finally, it's a quick transition back the other way for Columbus. McDonald walks in, wires one right inside the blue line, and test number 1 for Brendan Colgan is passed. We are just about a little over half a minute into this first period. Colgan gets his first test of the day, a long-range shot. That's exactly what you want to see if you're a goaltender. Get something more long-range to be able to get your hands underneath it, get your feet underneath it. There's a close-range shot. That one gets knocked aside by Colgan. Comes up the wall and chipped on out to center ice by the Zydeco. Nolan Slahetka will go across ice with this. Didn't hit anybody. Kleber had some trouble there. Cody Wickline looks in front. That one was deflected out to center ice. Goes right back into the Zydeco zone, picked up by Kleber. He'll move it over to Wilson. Wilson comes through center ice, hits the red line, and throws it all the way in. Kicked out of there by Petizian. And now the River Dragons give it away. Here's Alex Sanyan. Couldn't really get a handle on that puck. He had one hand on his stick as well. Couldn't really get a good chance off of it. And their own end, it's Hugh Anderson. He'll go D-to-D, and out to center ice it comes. He gets it right back. Deflected in by Columbus. Look out in behind the net. Took a strange hop off the boards. Colgan came out to play the puck, was looking up ahead, and it moved away from him. He left the net vacated there for a brief moment. Now it's wrapped around the wall. Turnaround shot. That one got blocked before it could get to the net. And the River Dragons will flip this one up through center ice and all the way down into Zydeco territory. First one after it there. are the Zydeco. Gets wrapped around and out to center ice. That's Rio Namiki wearing number 15. I was wondering why I couldn't see a 15 on my sheet here. Now the River Dragons will set up behind their own net. That's Brian Dunford looking to get things going, waiting for everything to kind of fall into place. No need to rush it. They'll move it up the far wing. Kirk Underwood getting around one check, then a second, but just a little bit over the line offside was Justin McDonald here at the near blue line. That will get us an offside call. 17:27 to go in the first period. We are scoreless so far. A bit of a feeling out process for both sides at this point. These are not military jerseys. I saw the question there in the group chat. These are the alternate jerseys that the Zydeco will be wearing every Thursday and Sunday game that we have. These are the jerseys that they will be donning. Thanks to Capital City Produce. These are the jerseys that we're going to be wearing. Here's Columbus's first big chance of the game. That one was blocked in front, and a second opportunity was swept wide by Kyle Moore. Held in at the point by the River Dragons, then came back out to center. Dunford will wrap this one around to the far side, looking towards the middle. That one was taken away by the Zydeco Gordon, and out to center ice they go. Jackson Bond in over the line, is able to chip it around to check. Lindbergh pinching down low from the defensive position, able to keep play alive for a brief moment. Now Underwood takes it away for the River Dragons, and out to center ice it goes. Elijah Wilson with a quick up back to Jackson Bond, who comes over the line. That's kicked out by Petizian. And now Alexander Jamaeff in his own end will look things over and move his way through center ice. And over the line, the River Dragons. That's Wickline in the corner. He gets crunched. Still is able to move the puck up the wall, held in. Slahecka goes D to D, but it bounced away from Popov, and out to center ice it goes. Here's Elijah Wilson trying to get around Slahecka on the backhand. Oh, that one looked like it might have grazed the crossbar. It was either the crossbar or the shoulder of Petizian, but a real good chance there from Elijah Wilson. Now Haggerty spins away from a check. He'll go off the glass and out to center ice. Safe play there from Shane Haggerty. Thornton has it. He'll throw this one cross ice and deep into River Dragons territory. Popov up the wall. Comes out to center ice. Lindbergh is there for the Zydeco. He'll find Jake Cox, who throws it off the glass and deep into River Dragons zone. Wrapped around the wall again by the River Dragons, and out to center ice they go. Quick transition and over the line. Wrist shot attempt was blocked. Now it bounces out towards the slot. There's a slow shot that looked like it might have gotten dulled down, but Colgan was still able to make the stop. Now a backdoor feed. That one didn't connect. Taken by Tyler Larwood. He chips it out through the neutral zone and into River Dragon territory. Good strip there by Kuznetsov at the neutral zone. Leads Alexandrian back the other way. A backhand pass was intended for Gordon. Didn't connect with him. Kuznetsov has that run, hop over his stick. Held in at the point briefly by Brody Thornton. And now we get a whistle. Stopping play. They might be calling an offside there on Gordon. I believe that's exactly what it's going to be. But that is going to lead us to our very first TV timeout. Who's excited for church funeral services? I am.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
Let's try
Welcome back to the Raising Cane's River Center. Fans, turn your Zydeco game experience into a group event. Contact Lucy at brzydeco.com or call 225-515-PUCK for more information on group tickets. Get back to the play here. It gets dumped deep into the Zydeco zone. Brody Thornton, the first one after it. Chipped up the wall. Kuznetsov couldn't get that one out. Held in by the River Dragons. Out to the point. Connor Lynn throws this one down low. Looking for Austin Doe. Doe has it. A turnaround shot that's sticked away by Colgan. Picked up there by Ryan Galvin. Galvin was hit but still able to carry on with the puck. Looking in front. They score. Tic-tac play. And that's Austin Doe right at the top of the crease, who's able to go up over the blocker, Brendan Colgan, and get the first goal of the game, that ever-important first goal. It goes to the Columbus River Dragons. Failed clear there from the Zydeco. Ends up in the back of their net.
Scoring for the Columbus River Dragons at 6:05. Then we're going to hear number 17, Austin Doe. That was unassisted. Columbus goal 17 unassisted.
Calling that an unassisted tally on the goal from Austin Doe. Now in the River Dragons zone, they look to set up shop and get a breakout going. Long pass through center ice. Taken away by the Zydeco and turning right back. It's Kevin Sabat looking towards the middle for Wilson, but that one was covered. Now a turnover back to Wilson's stick, but once again, the River Dragons able to converge and not give much space to the Zydeco so far. Now McDonald pressuring his man in the corner, able to force a turnover. Now Lindbergh will come up the wall. Kevin Sabat trying to get this one out through center ice. Needs a little extra help from Haggerty, who's able to chip it out to the neutral zone. The River Dragons are able to get right back in. Thought it was going to be icing. It's not. Now here's a chance. Big save there by Colgan with the left pad. Kyle Moore able to get an opportunity there. Dumped back in by the Zydeco. Not able to get too much going since they were getting a line change as well. Now it's tossed back out to center ice, and the Zydeco will dump it right back in and chase after it. Coming out to play is Petizian. Shot from Chirac from the boards, trying to catch Petizian away from the net. Did not work. Comes out to the point. Nemiki's long shot deflected off of a couple legs and wide. Now a clearing attempt. Cox able to hold the puck in. Moving it for Chirac. Chirac gets hit. Needs a little help from Jake Cox. 2-on-2 in the corner. Comes up the wall. Thornton walks. Wires. That one was deflected by Larwood wide. Best pressure of the game so far for the Zydeco coming from this shift. The Larwood, Chirac, and Cox line. Now here's a turnover at the Zydeco blue line by the Dragons. Turned right back in though. And now Brody Thornton behind his own net will look over his options as he comes through center ice. Thornton holds on to it. He'll hit the red line and dump this one in. Petizian sets it up for his defenseman, and now to center ice come the River Dragons. It's Galvin. He hits the blue line and dumps it in. Gets hit there by Brody Thornton as he does. Was able to get the job done still. And now Lindbergh will get moving. Pulling up the far wall, that was Gordon, who was stick checked right at the red line. Really good systems work here from the River Dragons. The center ice is clogged. If you notice how many dump-ins are happening here for the Zydeco, it's because of the fact that they can't get through the forecheck of the River Dragons so far. Dragons have it behind their own net. Long feed. Bounces around at center ice, ends up finding the stick of Ryan Galvin. He was stick checked as he got over the Zydeco line, however, and back to center ice comes Baton Rouge. Kevin Sabat whiffed on a pass there, and it sends Kleber offside. with 10:29 left to go. Kleber and Popov get together a little bit. No harm, no foul. Shot will come just outside the River Dragon zone. Dumped into the River Dragon zone. Connor Lind, he's hit hard in the corner, forces a turnover, and Lind didn't like it. That was a good hit there from Kevin Sabat in behind the net. Now he and Wilson are 2-on-2 in behind the net. Wilson pinned up along the wall trying to get that out of there. Sabat getting pushed out of the way. Still pinned up along the wall. Finally, the River Dragons are able to steal this one away and come out to center ice. Jemayev hits the blue line and dumps this one in. It bounced up off the lip of the boards, went up into the air and hit the netting. And that will get us a whistle and another TV timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Welcome back to the Raising Cane's River Center. Keep up with everything Zydeco by following and liking the Zydeco on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. You find all of our socials at brzydeco.com. Just had the wave going on here at the River Center. Haven't seen that one done in quite some time. Whatever gets the fans out of their seat. Zydeco trail 1-0 here halfway through period number 1. Jemayev has it in the Zydeco zone. Fights off a check. Pass out towards the point. Was in the skates of Wilson. And Sabat will take this one, hit center ice, and dump it in, get a line change. And behind the River Dragons net. Picked up by Columbus. A pass was in the feet of Kirk Underwood. So the Zydeco will take that turnover and try to come back the other way, but taken right back by the River Dragons. They'll throw it right back to Kleber, who walks in, try to get through the D. He nearly did. Now finally they get to the net, and it's in. However, Kleber crashed into the goaltender, who is down. Kleber was 1-on-3 against the River Dragons, was able to stick handle his way through. I'm not sure if he got too tight and couldn't really get out of the way of the goaltender or not. However, the goaltender is still down and injured in the crease. That's Matt Petizian, who really took a huge hit there from Kevin Sabat. Kevin Sabat, he's not a small guy. He's 6'3", 210 pounds. So having all that come at you with some speed, that's going to leave a mark. Now, the thing that you want to make sure that didn't happen is that the back of his head hit the crossbar. That's the last thing you want to see, because now we're dealing with a head injury. So hopefully he just took the brunt of the hit from Kleber. To grab one more replay of that. I want to take a real good look at whether or not he had some time to get out of the way. As you can see, he buzzed through right there. He had a little time. Yeah, I will say he had a little time to try to pull up, but you know what? All of that force going forward, it's hard for somebody to be able to get out of the way as there's so much momentum coming up. So it looked like he attempted to move out of the way. He didn't try to blow up the goaltender by any stretch of the imagination. The puck ended up going into the back of the net. This is not going to count. I'll tell you that right now. The biggest concern right now is the health of Matt Petizian, which it seems like he is not going to stay in the game for very long. He is still down on his side and needs a little assistance trying to get back to his feet here. Coming into the game is going to be Sammy Bernard. He's 6'5", 210 pounds. He's got a 2-0 record. Hasn't given up a single goal. He's got 2 shutouts. And Matt Petizian, yeah, he needs some help getting off the ice here. So I will assume that this is the last that we're going to see of him for tonight's game. And you just hope, like I said, that he just took the hit square on and he didn't hit the back of his head or anything on the crossbar. It's going to end up being a penalty to Kleber. He's going to sit for 2 minutes for, I believe, goaltender interference. I don't believe it's been called by Joel yet. But the Zydeco will go to the penalty kill for the very first time today. They're calling it a roughing on Kleber. But the Zydeco penalty kill, which has killed off 10 straight, is going to get to work. They're running right now at 93.9%. The River Dragons have a 21.4% power play. They're working it down, though, looking on the slot. That's a great stop there by Colgan. A one-time shovel shot from Justin Samaro found its way right in the breadbasket of Colgan. No rebound.
Zydeco will sport these black jerseys for fall, Thursday, Sunday home game. A spectacular run to Capital City.
Face-off is going to be to the right of Brendan Colgan. Big penalty kill here for the Zydeco. Don't want to go down 2 to the Seawolves in the first period. It's up at the point. Slahedka looking out towards the slot, trying to get a redirect, but that was stopped by Colgan. Picked up by the Zydeco. They'll clear it all the way down. Alex Storjahan coming through center ice, looking cross ice. That one was intercepted by the Zydeco. One-on-one back the other way. Tyler Larwood in over the line, shooting one. That one goes into the glove of Sammy Bernard. And then Larwood getting pushed here in the corner. Cooler heads are going to prevail here. I didn't necessarily see what had happened. Larwood, yeah, so Larwood went and kind of tried to stop at the goal. That's what you're supposed to do. He and the River Dragons defenseman kind of went into each other. As you can see there, they bumped into each other, and the River Dragons player just lost his balance. So referees saw that there was no harmful intent at all. And we play on. So we're just under 12 minutes into this first period, and we're already starting to get feisty. It's going to be a good weekend, folks. Cleared all the way down into the Columbus zone. River Dragons come up through center ice. It's Doe. He hits the blue line and will dump it in. Picked up there, Rio Namiki. Tried to just pin it up along the wall, but he got hit. Pops free. Connor Lind with it. We'll drop it down for Doe. Doe up top for Anderson. It's Klink here on the side. Look at back door. Oh, a couple good sticks right in the middle of the lane. We're able to knock that pass away and make life hard for Austin Doe. Now Klink with the shot. That one was stopped by Colgan through a screen of his own man. Zydeco penalty is over. It's 11 in a row killed off by the Zydeco. Big kill there for Baton Rouge. That was a Wilson Warehouse penalty kill. Jemayev able to get in over the line. Brody Thornton pinched him off and comes right back the other way. Thornton trying to lead the rush, looking towards the slide. Back feed in front, big save made by Bernard. That was Jackson Bond on the back door that got that shot off. Now a shot from the point bounces wide. Wrapped around the wall, took a funky hop off the base of the boards. Picked up by Kirk Underwood. Through center ice, McDonald. Cuts in over the blue line, drops it off to Underwood here at the near side. He'll come down low, looking to go cross ice, maybe try to find a leg to bounce that one off of. Didn't get it. Now it comes to the near board. Underwood had some troubles with it. Needed a little help from McDonald, and now a bad pass sends it out to center ice. Good stick in the lane there from Haggerty, just clogging up the blue line, not making life easy, entering the zone. Zydeco cleared out to center ice once again. One of my keys of the game was to start off by pushing the pace of play. If you are the Zydeco, you want to use the energy from the home crowd and push it up on the River Dragons and put them on their heels. That is not what has happened so far. And I wouldn't say the Zydeco are on their heels so much, but they are playing a little bit of catch-up, it looks like, as far as the pace of play goes. Eric Alexanian on the near side, trying to move this one up ahead for Gordon. Gordon really couldn't get a good handle on it. Columbus takes over. Slaheka looking for Storjahan. And it's sent into the Zydeco zone. Once again, a strange bounce off the boards. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. It happened again. Either that or it hit off the referee. But the Zydeco are able to survive it, and Larwood able to chip this one in. Chased after by Brody Thornton, the defenseman. Gets wrapped around by the River Dragons, and 2-on-3 back at center ice. It's Wickline. Comes to Doe on the near side. 1-on-1, a bad angle shot. Colgan able to make that stop. Now another bad angle shot. Colgan gets that pad on that, and it's cleared out to center. Redirected into the Zydeco zone. Colgan out to play it. Miki chips it high off the glass. Clearing attempt is held in. Trying to bank that one off the backboards towards the front of the net, but it hit the back of the goal. And the Zydeco just kind of having trouble getting control of the puck and getting it out. Finally, Scott Chirac is able to take control. His pass up through the middle to Cox didn't connect. And now the River Dragons back the other way. Held up at the blue line, and Cox tried a pass through the middle, went right back to the River Dragons. Picked up by Galvin. Galvin dropping this one off for Jemayev. He's got it at the far boards, gets around one check. Holding on to it, trying to come to the middle, but going down low was Galvin. He had moved away from his position. And the Zydeco will easily take over and come right back the other way. It's Kevin Sabat on his backhand. Holding on to it. Waiting for the rest of the line change. Comes out to the point. Lindbergh's wrist shot. That one was seen all the way by Sammy Bernard. And he will hold. We've got 3:08 left to go in the first. The River Dragons lead 1-0. We'll be back right after this.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Welcome back to Baton Rouge. It's the Simba Cam. Everybody loves a good Simba Cam. You know, we really ought to have like dog day or just pet day to bring your animals in and really make it a lifelike Simba Cam. I might need to pitch that one to the River Center. Draw going to be to the right here of Sammy Bernard. Got the Haggerty line out there with Sabad. And I believe that's Jackson Bond I'm seeing, and not Elijah Wilson as per usual. So a little mix up here for Everett Thompson. Wondering if he's just not liking what he's seeing or if something kind of changed on the bench a little bit as well. Either way, Sabad has it, overskated it in his own zone. Will try to kick that one out to center ice. Picked up by Jamath. He'll go down low for McDonald and out to the point. Long wrist shot looking for a redirect, didn't get it. Now in behind the Zydeco goal. Out to center ice, it gets pushed. Jackson Bond back the other way. A short 3-on-2 here. Bond, he's got a man go in the net. That's Lindbergh. Try to get it there. He also had Sabad waiting. But a good job by the River Dragons to collapse in front of their own goal. 4 bodies. And a collapse right there and really didn't give any opportunity to get that puck through. As we hit the final 2 minutes of period number 1. Through the neutral zone. Kleber tried to dump that one in. Didn't get too much on it, however. Now the Zydeco have to wait to get back on side. Could not. And that'll get us a whistle with 1:57 to go in the first. Face off just off outside the River Dragons bench. Picked up by Slahetka. He gets hit, but is able to move the puck over to Popov, who dumps this one in. Hogan out of the net will wrap it around. Picked up by the River Dragons. Wickline has it. We'll throw it over to Slahetka. Back to Wickline. It was at his feet. And now the Zydeco take over and start back. Brody Thornton will chip this one off the glass and gets chased after by Jake Cox. He throws a good hit in the corner on Popov. Now pops free for Chirac. A bad angle shot. It was kicked out by Bernard. And behind, Alex Sanyan holds on to it. Has it at the high point. Try to go down low for Nemiki. Oh, and great play by Alex Sanyan to keep it alive in the offensive zone. Otherwise, that was a 2-on-0 for the River Dragons. And Alex Sanyan is body slammed to the ground. And we're going to get a penalty here to the River Dragons. It's a high sticking call. Boy, oh boy. Close call at the blue line there for the Zydeco. He whipped on it. That might have been a 3-on-0 back the other way. But Alex Sanyan was able to keep it alive and then got clothesline in behind the net. So the Zydeco power play is going to go to work. The Badgers heating and air power play. It's 21.6% going up against the 91.7% kill of the River Dragons. Zydeco get to work. How nice would a goal be here in the final minute? Goes around the horn. Chirac, the shot redirected by Haggerty. Man, oh man, this guy lives for the power play. Shane Haggerty, once again, about 10 feet, 10, 15 feet in front of the net. Got a stick on that puck. And a great stop was required by Sammy Bernard. Off the draw, Zydeco win it again. Thornton tried to shot, but it hit traffic, and it's cleared out by Ryan Galvin. Thornton will set back up behind his own net. Got 40 seconds to work with here. Chirac coming up the wall. Chirac around a check, getting towards the goal. Oh, but the puck was fumbling on him. Couldn't really get it to settle down. Wilson holds it in at the point. Sabad down low. Out to Thornton. Back to Sabad. Goes up top for Wilson. A wrist shot. That was blocked right to Chirac. Chirac has it down low for Sabad. He'll come up the wall for Wilson. Nice job to keep that one alive. For Thornton, his wrister bounces around. Oh, the backdoor feed for Sabad. Caught him in between. It gets cleared right back out by the River Dragons. And that will do it for period number 1. So good way to end the period if you're the Baton Rouge Zydeco, getting a couple chances there on the power play. They're also going to get a fresh sheet of ice with 51 seconds to go on that power play. So a good opportunity for them to really zip the puck around for quite a bit. Only goal of the period came from Austin Doe and a nice quick passing play where he found himself in the slot, was able to chip that one into the back of the net. River Dragons lead 1-0. We're going to go to our commercials through intermission, go to our intermission report. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care. Church funeral services.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Dawn Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Dawn Seafood hits the table. From our team at Dawn Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh? Buddy, watch this. Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald. Scott, come on in, Scott. Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Save for game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
The 2024-25 Broadway at the River Center Theater season is simply the best, featuring 4 big, bold Broadway hits coming to Baton Rouge. The season opens with Shrek the Musical, the Tina Turner Musical, Chicago the Musical, and Pretty Woman the Musical. Get the 4-show package for as little as $235. That's less than $59 per show. Learn more at raisingcanesrivercenter.com/Broadway.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
We moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love with 1,000 slots, 50 tables, and a sports book. More of the flavors you crave with the area's best Asian cuisine and great steaks. More staycation relaxation with our rooftop pool, luxury rooms and suites, and epic views of the Mississippi. More top-name performers and the best local artists, plus an exceptional staff to take care of your every need. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
For the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Run for Chirac, but he can't bury. Chirac grabs it back, curls away from his check in behind the net, picks it up on his stick, and he gets the Michigan! Scott Chirac, a highlight reel goal!
Welcome back to Baton Rouge, Raising Cane's River Center, where the Baton Rouge Zydeco find themselves down 1-0 to the Columbus River Dragons. Only goal of the period came from Austin Doe, his first of the year. Came at the 13:55 mark, 13:55 left to go, in that first period. Now, the first period was pretty kind of touch and go, kind of fill it out a little bit for the first, I would say, 5 to 7 minutes. Then the River Dragons turned on the heat a little bit, and the Zydeco were kind of on their heels. They were not able to match really the pace of play that the River Dragons were able to put out there. So it's going to be interesting to see the way that the Zydeco come out here in the second period to match what the River Dragons were able to put out there for the first. Now, they are going to have 51, I believe, seconds left on a power play, and it's going to be on fresh ice as well. And fresh ice could be an awesome thing for your power play, or it could be not so great if the ice hasn't set yet and there's still some water on the ice, and it just kind of jumbles things up a little bit. So we'll see how it ends up playing out as the game goes on. But in that first period, the shot totals were 9-8 in favor of the Columbus River Dragons. Only a couple required big saves made from Brendan Colgan, who played well in that period, but most of the shots are coming from the outside, which is exactly where Everett Thompson wants to see those coming. Now, another thing to keep an eye on, Matt Patisian, the starting goaltender for the Columbus River Dragons, was hit by Ryan Kleber on a drive to the net, knocked him out of the game. We're still unaware of what those injuries were in its entirety. But as of right now, he is out of the game, and Sammy Bernard has come in. And ever since then, things have gotten a little chippy as the game goes on. So I'm also going to kind of keep that in the back of my mind of what we're actually going to end up seeing here in the next 2 periods of this game. So that will do it for your quick intermission report. We will be back for the start of the second period right after this. You're watching the Baton Rouge Zydeco on YouTube and WBRZ.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Dawn Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake Benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Dawn Seafood hits the table. From our team at Dawn Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald. Scott, come on in, Scott. Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott, we're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott, good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
We're back. And Baton Rouge getting ready for the puck drop to start the second period. Remember, there is 51 seconds left to go on the Zydeco power play to try to get this one tied up. There's your opening draw, brought to you by Sullivan's Steakhouse. It's dumped into the River Dragon zone. Backhanded clearing attempt didn't go, but second try finds its way out to center ice, and here comes Brian Dunford for the River Dragons. He'll get this one in. Chirac lost control of that one, and Doe tried to get his way towards the net, but couldn't get a shot off. And now Brody Thornton for the Zydeco will start up ahead for Sabat. 3-on-2 back the other way. Haggerty dropping it off for Wilson. Was too high for him to really grab that. And they say that it touched his glove, and then Chirac had touched it afterwards. So we are going to end up getting a hand pass, I believe. So this face-off will come out to center ice. And with 13 seconds remaining on the power play, the Badgers Heating and Air power play. Unless the Zydeco are able to get something off this face-off, that'll just about do it. And both teams will start 0 for 1 on the power play.
Clock operator, please hold the clock for 2 seconds after.
And a broken stick out on the ice as well. Cleaning that up a little bit before we get the puck back into play. All right, off the draw, picked up by Columbus. They'll throw it off the glass and all the way down. That will go and end the power play. So like I said, both teams start 0 for 1 on their respective power plays. Back in the Zydeco zone. Rio Namiki pulling away from a check, but then got hit there in the corner. Jemayev laid a good shoulder into him. Now below the goal line, Jemayev has it again. Picked up by McDonald, try to throw that one out in front, but Thornton able to take that one away, and he comes out to center ice. Thornton on the far side, wheels around his check, able to shovel this one towards the goal, hit the side of the net. Now a good stick by Thornton causes a turnover. There's a wrist shot from the point that bounces in behind. Trying to bank it off the goaltender from in behind, but it goes out to center ice. Larwood has it just off the bench. Try to backhand pass that one to Gordon. However, it forced the Zydeco offside. So 18:25 left to play here in period 2. Zydeco trails 1-0. Zydeco controlled off the draw, but the backhanded pass to the defenseman went right in between both of them and went all the way back into the Zydeco zone. Jackson Bond here on the near side. Catches that one, trying to drive towards the goal, but it was knocked off a stick at the last second. The rebound comes right out. And a pinching in, Garrett Lindbergh, I believe that is, was able to get a shot off. And a stop was made by Sammy Bernard, and we'll get a whistle stopping play. Draw will come to his left. Looks like we've got Kuznetsov, Chirac, and Cox out there up front for the Zydeco. Taken by the River Dragons off the draw. Trying to come through center ice. Good step up there from Gary Glimberg. Didn't even hit the man, but because he saw him coming, he bobbled the puck in the neutral zone, so they had to kind of restart. Samaro has it. Thrown to the near side. Wickline gets thrown to the ground there by Kleber in the corner on a legal hit, and Jake Cox will flip this one through the air and all the way down into the offensive zone. After it there is Kuznetsov trying to shimmy shake around a check. Scott Chirac trying to go back to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov thought there was somebody at the point, so it escapes him and comes all the way back into Zydeco territory. Quick up here for Chirac. He's got Sabat going in the net. Chirac, the shot, was hoping Sabat would be able to get into the eyes of the goaltender, but could not. That shot from the point deflects wide, and now it comes out to the neutral zone. Rio Namiki goes up off the glass, and it bounces into River Dragon territory. Cleared right back up. Klink has it at the blue line, trying to stick handle around a couple checks, but lost control of the puck. Now he and Namiki go sliding into the corner. At least Namiki does, and now Wilson goes off the glass and out to center. Race for the puck here. Zavad had that swept away from him by Underwood. And now back out to the neutral zone it goes. This one's caught in the skates of the linesman, who's got to jump up onto the Zydeco bench just to get out of the way of it. Now in the neutral zone, it's Brody Thornton. Needs a little help from Shane Haggerty. Puck bouncing around in the air, finally knocked down there by Klink, who comes in over the line, cuts towards the middle. Will drop this one off. The wrist shot attempt from Doe was whiffed on. Now comes into the corner for Thornton. He'll go up the wall with it. Can't get it out the first time. He'll try again. Thornton kicking to the stick. Will just skate this one out to the neutral zone. Trip it around a check. And gets rubbed off along the wall by Dunford. And that's about as far as he was able to go. And now here comes the River Dragons back the other way. In over the line, just offside. That puck came back to the opposite direction and forced Columbus offside. 15:40 left to go in the second period. Shots are even at 9, but the River Dragons lead it by 1. Face off just outside the Zydeco zone, picked up by the Zydeco off the draw. Lindbergh trying to force this one through a couple of legs, eventually did, but Bond was a little too far away to pick that one up. Coming back the other way, it's Moore. He'll drop this one off for Jemaeth. He'll wrap it around the wall. McDonald here on the near side. Comes up to Lind at the point. His wrist shot was hoping for a tip. That one was blocked, though, by Larwood. And out to center comes Baton Rouge. It's chipped up ahead. Into the Columbus zone. Oh, one of the defensemen, Kleber, took a spill. If Columbus was able to get a good handle on the puck, that could have been slightly disastrous for the Zydeco. Now Bond has it at center ice. He's got a man streaking. Trying to go up ahead for Larwood. It was behind him anyway, but a good job by Columbus to get sticks in the lane and take that one away. Kleber in his own end will come up the wall. Bounces out to center ice. There was too many men on the ice for sure there for Columbus, but nobody touched it. So they're able to evade that infraction. River Dragons trying to start out through center ice. That's Doherty for Wickline looking in front. A one-on-one with the goaltender was sent just wide. Now Jake Cox back the other way. He's hit real hard there as he tried to get to the blue line. Good job stepping up there by Jordan Popoff. But he did his job, did Jake Cox. He was able to get the puck in deep. Zydeco had it for a moment. Alexanian throwing the body around, trying to separate the man from the puck. Now finally it's Skorks free. Alexanian down low, that's Cox trying to bad angle shot, bounces around. Alexanian trying to hack at it, finds its way out to the top. There's Sherrock shot, that one hit off a leg and wide. Now Alexanian cycles it down low for Cox. He saw the hit coming, had that one bounce away from him, and now it's sent out by the River Dragons. Best opportunity there of the period for the Zydeco. Couldn't get anything going. Now Sherrock tried to turn that one and throw it up the middle to Wilson. Taken away by the River Dragons and sent back into Baton Rouge territory. Now a bank pass. That one was a nice one. Comes up to Sherrock. He walks in looking in front. Oh, he couldn't get a lot of the blade on this stick. It was rolling off his stick. He was trying to hit the man streaking down the middle. I believe it was Wilson, either he or Sabad. Nice opportunity there for the Zydeco. You might want to see Sherrock just shoot the puck there in that instance. When the lane is closing that quick, you might want to just throw it on net and hope for a rebound to go right to that man streaking to the goal. There's a chance for the River Dragons on a turnaround shot in the slot. Sails to the corner and a big hit by Klink. Sent his man flying into the boards. That was Nemiki who gets right back up again. He's got it now behind his own goal coming up the wall. Nobody home for the Zydeco. Taken back by the River Dragons. A long slap shot from the point. Redirected wide. Now comes to the side of the net, and Colgan able to get the big mitt over the top of it and grab a whistle. We've got 12:21 left to go here in period 2. Zydeco trail 1-0. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Zydeco on YouTube and WBRZ.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Church Funeral Services will handle it all with care and passion. Church Funeral Services.
Welcome back to Baton Rouge. Zydeco trail 1-0. About 12 and a half minutes left to go here in period 2. Zydeco Coaches Show airs every Wednesday night inside the 1717 restaurant at the Queen's Casino. Come on out and visit us in person or follow along right here on YouTube as Everett and myself talk about everything Zydeco. Join us Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. The Zydeco Coaches Show brought to you by the Queen's Casino. Face off to the right of Colgan. End up along the wall. Zydeco pull it out of there. Rio Namiki comes out to the near side looking over his options. Decides to go back the other way. Overskated by Thornton. So the River Dragons take over. Pass out in front for Moore. Couldn't get a stick on it. Knocked away to the corner. McDonald carries on. Lind will go D to D. Thrown down low, Jamaev. Coming back out to Lind at the point. Staying on the perimeter for now. McDonald's shot. That's blockered away by Colgan, who saw it the whole way. Now Jamaev coming up the wall with it. Taken away by the Zydeco. They'll go off the glass and all the way down. It won't have legs for icing, so they'll be able to get a much-needed line change as they are pinned in their zone a little bit. That looked to be offside. No call. McDonald, the backhander on net. Colgan able to gobble it up. Boy, that was close. That was a bank pass up towards the blue line, picked up by McDonald. He and another one of the River Dragons, I believe it was Kyle Moore, were on their way to getting inside the zone, but it looked like McDonald was about a half step offsides before grabbing that puck. Did not end up in the back of the net, however, so no harm, no foul for the Zydeco. That one was one of those split-second calls right there that would have been interesting had that gone in for any reason, if it would have been looked at by Coach Everett Thompson. There's a shot off the draw. Oh, good stop there by Colgan. That one changed directions right at the top of the crease. It's in the corner. They battle for it now. 2-on-2. It finally gets pushed free. Jackson Bond coming out to center ice. He finds Larwood. Larwood gets the blue line. Will chip it around to check and go in deep. He takes a big hit there, and Justin Samaro didn't like it. We play on as it gets cleared all the way back into the Zydeco zone. Colgan safely plays this one to the wall where Lindbergh has it for Larwood. Larwood looking up ahead. That one was intercepted by Samaro. Larwood takes a spill. Samaro gets in over the line. End up along the wall in the corner. Finally pops free for Jackson Bond, who comes out to center ice. Moved it along for Gordon, who tried to go back to Bond, but Bond wasn't expecting it. And now Wickline back the other way. Wickline in over the line. Tried to throw it towards the goal. Rolls wide. And now Storjahan goes up top for Klink. Wrapped around the wall. Out to the point, Underwood tried to go right back down low, but Kleber had his stick on the ice, intercepted the pass, and the Zydeco will chip it out through center and all the way down. Alexanian. Good battle there in the corner. Needs to be careful he's not holding Dunford, getting that free arm around. Kuznetsov takes a hit, but Alexanian carries on in behind. Looking on front for Cox, but couldn't get it there. Nice shot by Alexanian on the back check, not allowing a clean exit out of the zone. Turned around and threw it on goal. Down was Sammy Bernard making this stop. 9:44 left to go in the second period. Zydeco still looking for their first goal of the game. We'll be back right after this.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
The next Zydeco home game will be tomorrow night as your Zydeco finish up this 2-game series against the Columbus River Dragons. Puck dropped at 7:05. Join us right here on YouTube and WBRZ. It's our military appreciation night. We'll be wearing some pretty sweet jerseys. I think you guys got to see those a little earlier in the broadcast today, thanks to our Jumbotron feed. But if you're able to be here, awesome. If not, you can catch us right here and on YouTube and on WBRZ. A battle for it along the wall. Alex Sonyan has it there, looking out to Cox in the middle. Couldn't get a good shot away. Now Thornton has it at the point. We'll throw it down low. Taking a spill there was Dunford. Now the River Dragons will come out to center ice. Austin Doe tried to pull up, but ran right into Nemeki. Jay Cox has it there. We'll send this one cross ice for Alex Sonyan. Got away from one. Check hit the red line and dumped it in deep. Zydeco will get off on a line change. Now wheeling through center, it's Connor Lind. He'll drop it off for Doe. Cross ice feed for McDonald. Didn't connect. And now it's sent out to center ice. Thrown in on goal. Colgan will have to field that ground ball and grab a whistle with 8:31 left to go here in the second. Been 8 periods since the Columbus River Dragons last allowed a goal. An 8-period shutout streak. They're using their second goaltender right now, Sammy Bernard. If you guys are just catching up with us now, starting goaltender was Matt Petizian. However, he took a hard hit from Ryan Kleber, who was driving the goal. He ended up getting penalized for it, but it was unintentional. He had just a lot of momentum going towards the net, couldn't really get out of the way. He exited the game, and Bernard has been in ever since. Zydeco clear this one out of their own zone. It's going to end up going the length for icing with just about 8 minutes left to go here in the second period. But you see kind of what I was talking about earlier in the pregame show. The goaltending is great. They've done a nice job. Not many tough saves have been needed to be had at this point, little over halfway through the hockey game. The amount of opportunities that are coming from the outside is pretty much every single one for the Zydeco, and they're having trouble even getting through the neutral zone right now. It's getting to the red line and dumping it in and trying to be the first one after it, but at the end of the day, they're kind of dog-tired from their shift already being down in their end or the back and forth of play, because both teams have actually done a nice job of clogging up the neutral zone. But the Zydeco haven't found a way to break through just yet. It's in the Zydeco zone now. Pulled out by McDonald. Tried to backhand that one towards either towards the front of the goal, but there was nobody home. I think actually he was more so trying to wrap that one around the boards. but it just stuck on his stick for a little too long, and Colgan got the bid on it, grabbed us a whistle with 7.5 left to go in period 2. Draw will be to the left of Brandon Colgan. Wickline up against Matt Gordon of the Zydeco. Gordon wins this face-off. Nemeki has it. Try to go up the glass with it. Oh, and then he gets crunched along the wall there by Scott Doherty. Puck gets cleared out of play. Now, we've seen this quite a few times over the season. Rio Nemeki really gets underneath the skin of a lot of opposing players. And I think you just saw a little bit of that frustration just now from Doherty, who really, kind of took his hand and just threw Nemeki right into the wall. Was done so in a clean manner, according to our wonderful officials. And we'll play on. This draw comes out to the points. Lehecka's wrist shot. It's a good stop there by Colgan, as there was some bodies in front of the net. Colgan was able to grab that one and not release any rebound. Otherwise, that might have spelled some trouble there for the Zydeco with 7:18 left to go in the second. Thornton behind his own goal, looking for some options. Tried to go up the wall with it. Held in briefly by the River Dragons. Finally, the Zydeco were able to get it to the neutral zone. Now Nemeki trying to escape a check. Comes out to the point. Long wrist shot. The redirect goes just wide. Now Storjahan looking out in front. Bounces to the side of the goal. They try to come back towards the slot, but puck was bouncing too many ways for the River Dragons to really get anything going there. Once again, the puck finds its way pinned to the base of the wall. Cox and Chirac are working on it right now for the Zydeco. I see Wickline in there for the River Dragons, and Storjahan coming in, trying to body was Scott Doherty. Finally, the Zydeco will take this one and clear off the glass and out to center. Here's Alex Onion on a race. The puck was tied up nicely by Jordan Popov. And now back the other way at Chirac looking for Alex Onion. His shot blocked by Popov. Storjahan in his own zone. Able to move the puck quickly. Evade a check, and Doherty gets it through center ice. Cox has it here. He'll flip this one in and finish out the line change for the Zydeco. Columbus will throw this one through center ice. Picked up by Kleber. He'll hit Wilson, who chips it in deep. Popov in behind his own net. Circles away from a check. Will come up the wall and out to center ice. Nolan Slahecka moves it for Popov. He'll come to the middle, but there were two River Dragons there. Kind of got caught in between the both of them. Zydeco take over once more. Chip deep into the River Dragon zone. First one there is going to be Kevin Sabat. Stripped off his stick nicely there by Kirk Underwood. And the Dragons will throw this one high in the air and out to center. In the neutral zone, nice feed. Up ahead, coming in is Klink over the line. Shooting one, big save, rebound, they score! First stop was made by Brendan Colgan. I'm not sure if he thought he had it in his mitt or not, but following up was Justin Samaro. Cleaned up the garbage, threw a backhander in, and the River Dragons have doubled their lead. A nice job in the neutral zone by the River Dragons to make a quick little chip pass create that 2-on-1. And a good shot. I had mentioned about 10 minutes ago or so about a 2-on-1 chance for the Zydeco, where I thought Scott Schrock might have had an opportunity to shoot for the pad. We'll get to that in a second as Gordon throws one towards the net. That was knocked wide. And that was kind of what happened there on that goal. They threw the puck on net, not necessarily looking to get a goal, but to create a chance to the guy who's driving the net. And that's exactly how Columbus was able to score that goal. They've got another chance here in the Zydeco zone. McDonald has it up top. We'll throw it below the goal line. Brody Thornton is there. He'll come up the wall. Can't get it out. Turnaround shot hits the side of the net, bounces up into the air and into the netting, out of play with 4:14 left to go in the second. Zydeco down by 2.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Back in Baton Rouge, the Zydeco find themselves down by 2. Last goal scored by Justin Samaro. Quick note, I just saw a goaltender walking to the River Dragons bench wearing number 32. They do carry 3 goaltenders. And the normal number 32 is William Lavaliere. I'm not sure if that's him who was able to get dressed quickly and just kind of get on the bench or not, or if that's just an e-bug, an emergency backup goaltender. But hopefully he is not needed unless it's for Zydeco scoring too many goals. We get back to the play. Here's Brody Thornton, look to start something himself, 3-on-2. Looking up ahead for Chirac, but Chirac had to stop moving his feet in order to stay on side, so that pass caught him a little too far ahead. And the River Dragons send it back into the Zydeco zone. Nemiki going up against McDonald in behind. Pulled out of there by Jamath. Out to Underwood at the point. His wrist shot. Good stop there by Colgan. He had a body right out in front. That's Justin McDonald, all 6'1", 210 pounds of him. And Colgan was able to make the stop and, more importantly, soak up that rebound. Tell you what, I saw some of those BYO nachos, and they looked delicious. So if you aren't here tonight, I'm not sure if they're running them again tomorrow. Come on out tomorrow because those looked outstanding. Here's Wilson cutting it out of the line. Tried to move that up ahead for Sabad. Could not get it done. Now Sabad has it again in the neutral zone. Will chip and chase. Going 1-on-1 here against Connor Lind. Lind is able to move that one away for Anderson, however. Now Lind has it back and will start the rush for the River Dragons. In over the line. Lind looking back door for the streaking Justin Samaro, who just scored a couple moments ago. That one did not reach him, and now the Zydeco out to center. Here's Wilson. In over the blue line. Wilson looking over his options. Drops to Sabad. He leaves for Lindbergh. Shooting one. That one went right off the top of the glove of Bernard. Oh, great chance there for Garrett Lindbergh to get his first in a Zydeco sweater. But he threw it right off the tip of the glove of Bernard. Now a long lead pass was intercepted. Nearly too many men for the River Dragons. And driving the goal was Stephen Klink. Couldn't really get a shot off, but still Colgan was required to make the stop. Great opportunity there for the Zydeco. They don't get all that many Nice little passing play. A couple drop passes found its way onto the stick of Garrick Lindbergh. And he let a wrist shot go from just inside the top of the circles. And Sammy Bernard, not testing often today so far, was able to get the glove, at least a piece of it, on that shot, knocking it wide. Cleared up the wall, held in by the River Dragons. Klink again, his wrist shot. That one catches the glass in behind. Gordon now looking up the wall. Now Popov holds it in. Out to the slot. A shot from Galvin gets blocked. He picks up his own rebound, though. Good pressure here for the River Dragons. Galvin, the shot. Glove saved by Colgan. He'll hang on. A lot of time spent in the Zydeco zone. Once again, though, not a lot of opportunities cutting into the middle of the ice. Zydeco were still doing a good job of keeping things to the outside for the most part. So that stop there from Colgan. You know, yes, it's tiring to be in the zone for that long, but that's the kind of shot that Colgan is going to want to see if his team is tired. That's an easy save to make and to get the line change. Here's Nemiki. In his own end, try to get that one out, but taken away by the River Dragons. A shot coming from Jemayev, hit a body, went up in the air. Looked for a minute like it might have been heading towards the net, but went wide. And now the Zydeco will send this one through the air and all the way down for an icing with 1:44 left to go in the second period. Draw is to the right. Brendan Colgan. Zydeco trying to find some life here as the second period comes to a close. Here's Alex Sanyan. He'll come up the wall, held in though by Popov. A hand pass is called, however, and that will get the faceoff out to the neutral zone for the Zydeco. With 1:37 left to go in the second, Everett Thompson goes out with the Wilson, Sabad, and Haggerty line. On the back end, I've got Kleber. And I believe I see Lindbergh. Yes, I do. Hard to see with these jerseys. As great as they are, the numbers are a little tough to see from up top. I'll get my my spectacles out, though, and I'll get them for you. Don't worry. Cleared out to center ice and into the River Dragon zone. First one after it is Lehecka, but it rolls down for an icing, and Everett Thompson, he doesn't like it either. It looked like it might have been touched at the neutral zone. Now they are going to talk about it. I believe this faceoff might actually be coming back to center ice. So this has happened a couple of times this season where the officials all get together, and great on them to actually get the right call here and bring this to the neutral zone, because that should not have been blown dead. It's a great job by the officials to get together and make the correct call. Here's Moore for the River Dragons. He'll dump this one in. Lindbergh after it. He'll come up the wall for Wilson, try to go up the middle, but right in the lane of that was Moore, Kyle Moore. Now Popov, his cross-ice feed was deflected away by Wilson. Haggerty has it now in the neutral zone. Looking up ahead for Sabad. He got a stick on it to deflect it in deep. Slahecka gets it out to center ice. Wickline tried to go back to Slahecka, but was too far ahead of him. Now a long feed looking up ahead for Larwood. Bounces in on goal. Larwood drops it off in front. Big save made. Shrugged out of there by Bernard. That was Jackson Bond with the opportunity. Or excuse me, Jake Cox. Now Doherty back the other way. Looking up ahead for Wickline. Too far ahead of him. Goes in behind the Zydeco goal. Kleber throws it up the wall. Nobody home except for Underwood. His shot sails wide. Wrapped around the wall. Dunford keeps it in. Finally, it bounces out to the neutral zone where Underwood will send it right back into the Zydeco territory. Lindbergh after it here with just about 10 seconds left to go in the second period. There's a wrist shot coming from Doherty that goes into the glove of Colgan with 7.4 left to go in the third. Want to make sure, if you're the Zydeco, to hunker down here in the defensive zone. Got to win this face-off. If you don't, get out to your points, get in the lanes, block shots, get sticks out. Haggerty does win the draw, but left it there. There's a shot from the middle. That one was blocked. Nice job getting in the lane there by Rio Namiki. Cleared out by the Zydeco, and that will do it for the second period. So another only one goal in this period, and it's coming to the River Dragons once again. First goal of the season for Justin Samaro on a 2-on-1 rush. Good shot. Rebound popped right out onto the stick of Samaro. He backhanded it in. Gives the River Dragons a 2-0 lead heading into the third period. That is now 9 straight periods of shutout hockey. That's a shutout. 0 goal shutout. If I say it enough, maybe it'll jinx them. Zydeco looking to tie things up in the third.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake Benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald. Scott, come on in, Scott. Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott, we're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott, good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care. Church funeral services.
The 2024-25 Broadway at the River Center Theater season is simply the best, featuring 4 big, bold Broadway hits coming to Baton Rouge. The season opens with Shrek the Musical, the Tina Turner Musical, Chicago the Musical, and Pretty Woman the Musical. Get the 4-show package for as little as $235. That's less than $59 per show. Learn more at raisingcanesrivercenter.com/Broadway.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
We moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Find more of what you're looking for at LeBear's Baton Rouge. More of the games you love with 1,000 slots, 50 tables, and a sports book. More of the flavors you crave with the area's best Asian cuisine and great steaks. More staycation relaxation with our rooftop pool, luxury rooms and suites, and epic views of the Mississippi. More top-name performers and the best local artists, plus an exceptional staff to take care of your every need. Add more to your story at LeBear's Baton Rouge.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
For the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win.
has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Run for Chirac, but he can't bury. Chirac grabs it back, curls away from his check, in behind the net, picks it up on his stick, and he gets the Michigan! Scott Chirac, a highlight reel goal!
Back to Baton Rouge, the second intermission report. Andy Petzinger up top. The Raising Cane's River Center, your Zydeco are down 2-0 heading into period 3. Not too much to report from that second period outside of the goal from the Columbus River Dragons. Like I mentioned, it was a really nice play in the neutral zone. A quick little chip found its way over to the stick of Stephen Klink. And it was a quick 2-on-1, just about the blue line in. And Klink made the right decision where he took the shot, not necessarily intending to score, but to throw it off the far pad of the goaltender, try to get that bounce out toward the middle of the ice, where he had a man driving, and that man was Justin Samaro, who had a Zydeco player on the back check, all on top of him, but was able to backhand that one into the back of the net, get enough the puck to get that into the back of the net. That's the only goal of the period. No penalties. The only thing was the carryover penalty from that first period, the high sticking to Nolan Slahetka. But other than that, we thought that maybe there would be some carryover rough stuff from the first period. Not necessarily the case in that second. Now, I mentioned before that the Zydeco are really having a tough time on trying to get through the neutral zone. A very structured team, River Dragons. So they're doing a nice job in the neutral zone of taking care of each other's lanes. Okay, so if you want to think about it, divide the neutral zone into 3 different parts, right? You're taking care of your own lane, and what you want to do is you want to almost kind of swoop underneath and force the puck carrier who's coming towards you off to the side and push him into the player who's on the lane next to you, so that way they can kind of pinch him off along the boards and not allow much opportunity to either pass it in the middle or move the puck, really, and it results in a lot of icings. And, take a look at it. I'm not entirely sure I've seen a game this year where the Zydeco have iced the puck as much as they have today, and that's because they really don't have much space on the ice right now. So how do you beat it? Well, it starts out with getting everybody moving with a lot of speed through the neutral zone. That's something that the Zydeco have not been able to do too much today. It seems like they're just a half step slow, almost kind of waiting to see what the speed is of the River Dragons before they can kind of match it. That's not necessarily how you want to do it. We're a fast team. We can move. Get your feet moving, get going, moving north. Now, second thing is good, crisp, tape-to-tape passes. getting them on the tape and getting them off quickly. There's going to be opportunities when those guys are swooping and trying to pinch off the puck carrier. There's going to be opportunities opening up in the middle of the ice because of that. You want to move that over and have support. You want to have somebody there who can help you out. So that's something to kind of look forward to in the third period for the Zydeco, who have to get something going. They only had 4 shots in that second period. They've got 12 in the game in its entirety. The River Dragons had 8 in that second period, which gives them to 17. So they've got another 20 minutes to the Zydeco to find a way to get 2 goals in on a team who have not given up a goal in their last 9 periods. I believe I'm counting that correct. I believe it's 9. So we will be back with the start of the third period right after this. You're watching the Baton Rouge Zydeco on YouTube and WBRZ.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Dawn Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake Benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Dawn Seafood hits the table. From our team at Dawn Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
All right, getting ready for the start of the third period here at the Raising Cane's River Center. Andy Petzinger here in the broadcast booth. Happy to bring you along on this weekend's match between the Baton Rouge Zydeco and the Columbus River Dragons. The River Dragons have a 2-0 lead going into the start of the third period here. And opening face-off is brought to you by Sullivan Steakhouse. We are underway. Right off the draw, gets dumped into the Zydeco zone. Picked up by Jackson Bond. He'll throw it up and out to center ice. Trying to break away there was Gordon. Knocked off his stick, and McDonald has it again. He'll spin away from a check and throw it towards the middle. Jemayev, another spinning shot. That one was knocked away by Colgan. He had his paddle down. Now it's sent up the wall and out to center ice. Jackson Bond out the other way. Pulling up, looking towards the middle. Brody Thornton looking for Larwood. He'll take a turnaround shot from the boards. That's kicked aside easily there by Bernard. And now the River Dragons, I almost said the River Center. The River Dragons will get out to center ice. Nolan Slahetka will set up shop in behind his own net, try to get a breakout set up. Pushed out to the neutral zone and into Zydeco territory. Wickline had it knocked off his stick there by Kleber. Now Samaro looking out to the slot. Wickline had his stick lifted and it sent out to center ice. Pass out to the neutral zone, intercepted there by Wilson. His dumping attempt goes off Storjahan, but he'll pick it right back up and come through center ice. He'll drop that one over for Wickline. Wickline leaves it. And behind the net, a wraparound out to the point. Long shot from Slahetka was blocked, and that fell Wilson. And he's on one leg right now, but gutting it out. Now Cox will lift this one high up in the air and all the way through the neutral zone. Chip back into the Zydeco zone. Brody Thornton will come up the wall for Larwood. Larwood, cross-ice pass. Nice job to get it over to Sabat. Sabat cutting to the net. Couldn't get a shot off. Good stick there from Sammy Bernard as well, just in case. Got the poke check out there. Didn't allow any opportunity to get the shot away. Sent back into the neutral zone. Larwood has a stick lifted by Klink. Cleared out of there by Nemeki, and out to center ice it goes. Hugh Anderson will come to the near side for Doe. Hopped over his stick and sent back in by the Zydeco. Brian Dunford will start through center. He'll hit the red line and throw it in deep. Thornton there in the corner. They'll battle for it, wrapped around the wall. Underwood, his turnaround shot was booted aside. Now Underwood has it again at the point. Another shot. That one dives into the breadbasket. Brendan Colgan, and we'll get a whistle stopping play with 16:49 to go in the third. So a better couple minutes here for the Zydeco. Doing a decent job in their own zone, but also the transition game coming through the neutral zone and getting into the offensive territory. They've already gotten a couple of shots away. Good opportunity there from Kevin Sabad in that last shift. Now McDonald for the River Dragons throws it in behind, taken by Moore. Looking in front. Oh, that was almost a carbon copy. Instant replay of the first goal of the game from the River Dragons, but Colgan was up to the task. Now cleared out to the point. Finally bounced out. Oh, held in again, though, by Dunford. I thought the Zydeco were going to be able to push that one out to center. Dunford, though, did a nice job holding the blue. This one skips past him, though, and out to the River Dragon zone. Zydeco will start getting a line change. Throwing up the wall, picked up by Lindbergh, trying to cut through center ice and give that one off, but he caught Haggerty in the skates. Zabad on the forecheck, Gets a good hit, knocks his man off the puck for a brief moment, pops free, goes to Wilson. His wrist shot was blocked. Thornton now trying to keep the play alive, taken away, and out to center ice by Jamath. Nemeki will set up shop behind his own net. Hold on to it. Now you're going to see as it pans out, it's a 1-3-1 here for the River Dragons. They are clogging up the entire middle of the ice. So exactly what I was telling you, it's a neutral zone trap for the River Dragons. They've got 3 guys in a line forcing the Zydeco to just dump the puck in. As there's a good stop there from Colgan on a pass out in front. A long wrist shot from Slaheka. That one deflects wide. He has it again at the point. Slaheka, another wrist shot. That one was knocked away by Colgan. Off the glass and out to center ice. Finally kicked away by Elijah Wilson. Storjahan for Doherty. Bounced away from him and finally gets kicked out to center ice. Storjahan has it again. Gets to the blue and will dump it in. Picked up there by Rio Nemeki. River Dragons are offside. And the whistle goes. There's a delayed offside. So this one should actually come all the way down into the River Dragon zone, which will be a good thing for the Zydeco. So once we come back from our TV timeout, the Zydeco will have an offensive zone draw. 2-0 in favor of the River Dragons.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Church Funeral Services will handle it all with care and passion. Church Funeral Services.
Zydeco fans, Tanger Outlet Mall is a proud sponsor of your Baton Rouge Zydeco. With hundreds of brands and unbeatable value, Tanger Outlet Mall has you covered on all fronts. Visit Tanger Outlet Mall right off of I-10 and Highway 30 in Gonzales. 2-0 River Dragons with 14:32 left to go in the third. Zydeco looking to find a way to get one on the board and break the wall. That is the River Dragons. Sent into the Zydeco zone, a bouncing puck. Nice job by Colgan just to kind of settle that one down. Didn't really want to mess around with that too much because a bouncing puck could really go south. And the last thing that you want to do is have a bad goal like that go in a close hockey game that you're trying to claw your way back into. Off the draw. Klink has it. Bounced off the wall, comes right out towards the middle. Cleared out of there by the Zydeco and finds its way out to center ice. Anderson has it. He'll float it through the air and into Zydeco territory. Oh, look out there. Trying to get some wheels. I believe that was our new player, Sasha Jurusik, was trying to get some wheels going in behind the net. And lost control of the puck and went right in on goal. Hogan had to be ready. Off the faceoff, cleared up off the glass and out to center ice by the Zydeco. They'll chase after it here. Hugh Anderson is the first one after it for Columbus. Now Elijah Wilson trying to break through. Bounces to the corner. He and Anderson collide. Anderson comes up the wall with it for Doe. And it gets sent out to center, but not very far as Thornton came in over the line, but Wilson had not gotten back on side yet, so they had to come back to the neutral zone. And now it bounces into the River Dragons territory. Kevin Saban with the big hit in behind the net on Hugh Anderson. Kevin Saban had him lined up. He moved the puck, and Saban labeled him. Here's Anderson at the red line. He'll dump it in. Colgan thought he was short of center when he had done so, but the linesmen disagree. Zydeco are still able to get out of their end, though. Nice job by Gordon to chip it around and check. He's got Larwood going in the net. Tried to pass it to him, but went right through and out the other side. Jackson Bond with it for Gordon. He'll sweep it around. Lindbergh was pinching in from the defensive blue line. Couldn't keep that one alive. The River Dragons back the other way. There's a wrist shot deflected up in the air into the corner. Larwood back the other way. Tried to look up ahead for Bond. Knocked away from him, and Lindbergh has it again for Gordon. He was stick checked at the blue line, but following up there was Larwood. Larwood has it on the backhand, trying to drive towards the net. There's a good stop by Sammy Bernard. Good shift here from the Zydeco. A couple good opportunities, but a giveaway here to Kyle Moore. He's got Jemayev going towards the net, but the puck never reached him. Now Jemayev gets crunched in behind by Larwood, who's about 3 sizes smaller. Jemayev brings him down to the ground. We're going to get a penalty on somebody here. I believe it's going to be Alexander Jemayev, who put his arm around the head of Tyler Larwood and dragged him down to the ice. So it looks to me like the Zydeco are going back to the Badgers Heating and Air power play, which has only had one opportunity so far tonight. They're 0 for 1, generated a couple of chances, but this is the time right now. If you're the Zydeco, got to find a way to pot one here. 12:02 left to go in the third period. Best opportunity of the game right now for Baton Rouge. Savad, Haggerty, Wilson, Chirac, and Thornton to start it out. First unit. Draw 1 to Thornton at the point. He'll move it over to Wilson. Down low for Sabat. Haggerty posted right in front where he should be. Chirac drops it for Sabat. He'll find Thornton. His wrist shot. Haggerty had vacated the front of the net to try to make himself open in the middle. Thornton threw it on goal, and it was an easy save made by Sammy Bernard. Face-off will go back to the right of Bernard again. One once again by the Zydeco. They'll pass it around the outside. Wilson looking to the middle. Drop down low for Sabat. Back for Wilson. Couldn't really get a good handle on it, but he kicks it free. Wilson with the puck has to settle it down. It was rolling on him, taken away by the River Dragons and sent down. Colgan looking to come right back up with it, trying to catch him in a line change. Zabad with it. Will chip this one in and get after it. Pop off the first one there for the River Dragons. Takes a hop out to the middle of the ice. We got a guy there. That's Thornton. He drops it for Wilson. Wilson curls. Try to go back to Thornton. Comes right back to Wilson. Needs to find a way to keep it alive. And it bounces out to center. A minute down here on the power play for the Zydeco. One shot on net so far. Chirac has it. Trying to get around a check. He'll cut through the middle. Chirac over the line. So we're starting to get some line changers. Larwood in front, they score! Kevin Saban! I thought the pass was intended for Larwood. Found its way to Saban at the post. He was able to tuck that one in on a surprise Sammy Bernard. The shutout streak is over. 10:45 left to go in the third period. The Zydeco starting to make their way back. Kevin Sabat gets his 4th goal of the season, and that is a huge one for Baton Rouge. 2-1 River Dragons. Let's see how the momentum starts to move here. Will the River Dragons fire back, or do the Zydeco keep pushing forward? Here's an opportunity back the other way. Bond stays onside. Gordon's wrist shot goes off of a leg into the corner. Bond has it in the corner once again. Bond has been all over the puck so far today. Got knocked away from it there. And now cleared out to center ice by the River Dragons. In over the line. McDonald drops it off Jemayev. His wrist shot. That one goes wide. Shot from the corner boards by Connor Lind gets sticked out of play by Brendan Colgan with exactly half the period remaining. 2-1 River Dragons. Kevin Sabad had a heck of a weekend last week against the Danville Dashers. 2 goals, 2 assists, had that overtime game winner in game 2. Continues his hot play just after the power play, or as the power play was going to expire, I believe that ended up actually being a power play goal now that I'm sitting and think about it. Klink has it here on the near side, goes cross ice. Bordeaux has to settle the puck down, looking for Klink driving the far side, but Colgan once again got a stick in the way. Knocked that out to the corner, and it goes out to center ice. Sabad after Underwood throws a check into him in the corner. Kevin Sabad, after that big hit earlier in this period, has now got a fire lit under him. Here's Klink on the turnover. Nice job on the stick lift on the back check from Brody Thornton. He'll send it out. Brian Dunford will hit the red and throw it right back in. Up ahead through the neutral zone. Here come the Zydeco. Dropped off for Scott Chirac. He's got Cox with him. Chirac pulls up. Looking to the middle. Oh, he had Lindbergh driving the middle of the zone, but was just a little bit too far ahead of him. Now Samero for Stojahan. His wrist shot. Sent wide of the net. Cox will have it there. Send it out to the neutral zone. Alexanian trying to get around his man, and Popov was stopped and sent back out to the neutral zone. Stojahan starts the rush again. His wrist shot was sent wide, and we're going to have a whistle-stopping play. Another penalty is called. Who is this against? As Slaheka threw the puck into the empty net. Hogan had gone to the bench. I believe this penalty is going to be on the River Dragons. Slaheka threw the puck into an empty net, something you just kind of don't do. But this might actually end up being a too many men call on the River Dragons. That was at least one of the signs I saw. Nothing, however, has been called yet. But we'll head to a TV timeout as the River Dragons are going to the box. Zydeco back to the power play right after this.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Welcome back to Baton Rouge. As Zydeco are heading to the Badgers Heating and Air power play. They just got a power play goal from Kevin Sabah. They're looking to add more right now. Fans, would you like to have one of these come out to your school event? Contact Grace at grace@vrzydeco.com to schedule a meet and greet with your favorite Zydeco players. Draw going to be to the right of Sammy Bernard. Zabad, Haggerty, Wilson, Chirac, and Thornton to start it out once again for the Zydeco. Let's see where it goes. Off the draw, picked up by the River Dragons. They'll send it down to start it out. An unsportsmanlike conduct call. Now, I don't know what ended up happening behind the play. You can easily say that the unsportsmanlike was throwing the puck into the net after the whistle. I don't know why the whistle went in the first place, though. Now Wilson keeps the puck and goes to Haggerty. Down low, Chirac. It's got Sabat in front. Decides to go back out to the point for Thornton. Back to Chirac. Caught him in between. Couldn't really get a good handle on it. Now Thornton holds it in at the point. Good job coming out and helping by Haggerty. Now Sabat braces for a check. Two number 14s. Or excuse me, that's 44 and 14. Collide in the corner. Wrapped around for Wilson. He'll go D-to-D for Thornton. His wrist shot. He was looking for the tip from Haggerty. Didn't get it. Now Sabat again. Ian Dunford going at it once more. Haggerty comes to help out. Wilson at the point. His long wrist shot floats wide. Thornton pinches down to keep it alive. Thornton, the bad angle shot that goes up off the head of Bernard. And he'll hang on. Not a bad idea there from Brody Thornton. When you get down to that angle right on the goal line, you see some things start to kind of open up. The goaltenders typically nowadays go down on one knee to really cover the post, but it leaves some room up top. And if you're able to get the angle on it right, you can bank it in off the goaltender's head and in. So that was what Brody Thornton was thinking there. Not a bad idea in that instance, and it got him an offensive zone draw. Setting up the breakout here, it's Lindbergh for Alex Sonyan. He looks to the middle for Gordon, kicks down deep. Gordon has it at the wall. Oh, he tried to go back out to the point for Lindbergh, but it was covered there by the River Dragons, and Storjahan comes back the other way. He pulls up and throws it right back into the River Dragons zone just to kill some time. And the Dragons will send it all the way back down. Zydeco have a chance for one more rush here on this power play. Through the neutral zone, Gordon got Bond to his left. Gordon holds on to the puck. Will wrap it around to the wall on the near side. Alex Sonyan has it at the point. Power play is over. Larwood's wrist shot. That one is stopped and held by Sammy Bernard. 6:21 left to go here in period number 3. Zydeco down by 1. Couple good opportunities on that power play. A good chance to keep momentum rolling for the Zydeco. Another offensive zone draw. We got the Chirac line. Chirac, Kuznetsov, and Cox. Draw is won by the River Dragons. They'll throw it up the wall. Held in by Thornton. Cox throwing it towards the net. Kuznetsov was there. Couldn't get a stick on it. Now it's sent out to the neutral zone. Nemiki holding up his man, but carried on by Jemayev. Nice job coming over there by Thornton to take it away. Dangles around one check and gets through the neutral zone. Thornton trying to chip it past Popov. Wrapped around the wall. Kuznetsov looking towards the middle. That one taken away by the River Dragons, and they come back the other direction. It's Kyle Moore holding off his check. Moore looking to the middle. Oh, Jemayev missed the one-timer, and there's a shot from the point by Popov. That stopped. He's got it again. Goes to McDonald. For Moore. Did McDonald play catch? McDonald looking across. Lehetka looking towards the middle. Nobody home for the River Dragons. They keep control, however. Popov will go down low for Moore. Now Jemayev. He's hit. Moore carries on. Able to keep it in at the point for a brief moment. Finally gets pushed out to center ice. And now we get an offside call here on the River Dragons with 5:11 left to go in the third period. Zydeco trail 2-1. Zydeco have 5 shots in this third period. One is found in the back of the net. They've got 17 total today. This is a team that's averaging over 40 per game. That goes to show you exactly how good the River Dragons defense is. Wilson cutting out to center ice. Haggerty drops it off for Sabat. He gets hit. Able to get the puck in deep, though, did his job. Owen Wilson let the puck go. He thought he had a defenseman at the point, Lindbergh, but Lindbergh was more towards the middle of the ice. Just a miscommunication there from the Zydeco. Ends that opportunity, but they come right back the other way. Sent into the Dragon zone and behind the net. Haggerty battling with Dunford. Pops free for the Dragons. They'll come out to center. Doe coming in over the line. Klink thought he had held the blue line, but he did not. And it's another offsides on the River Dragons. We're getting down to the final couple ticks here. 4:24 in the third. Zydeco need one more to send it to overtime.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Or 24 left to go in the third period. Zydeco down 2-1. Crowd is getting pumped up here at the River Center, trying to get some extra juice to the Zydeco. Kleber has it in his own end. We'll pull up and wait for some options. Picked up by Gordon, tried to bounce that one around. Dye could not. Now Gordon has it again at center ice, chips it up off the wall. Can only get as far as the blue line. Now picked up by Klink. He'll send this one in on goal where Colgan is able to push it off to the side. Kleber starts to rush back the other way. Cross ice pass was intended for Bond, just a little too far ahead of him, and will go the length for icing with 3:48 left to play in period 3. Keep an eye on Brendan Colgan here as to when he will end up heading to the bench. That is, if the Zydeco don't get the tying goal before then. We are going to get a timeout here from Baton Rouge. Everett Thompson rallying the troops here. After an icing, might just want to get his guys a little extra breather to make sure that they've got some fresh legs and that they're not tired. Late here in the third period. I assume we'll see Colgan heading to the bench around the 1:30, 1:40 mark. Right around there, depending on when the Zydeco get control of the puck and where they have control of the puck. You know, these games, these low-scoring 2-1, 1-0 hockey games, I know everybody likes to see scoring, but these hockey games are the ones that kind of test your will a little bit. On the bench, I mentioned it entering the broadcast. If you're the Zydeco, do not get frustrated. They're supposed to be frustrating to play against. It's going to happen. Keep pushing. Don't change the way that you play. keep on pushing. Off the faceoff, picked up by the Zydeco. Kleber comes off the wall. This one will roll into River Dragon territory, will not go the length for icing. Popov has it in his own end. Clearing attempt did not work. Second one also failed. Taken by Alex Sanyan. He'll hold on to it, drop it off. There's a shot, save, big rebound. Oh, it was a wide open net at the side for Chirac, but he couldn't get the handle on it. Now taken by the Dragons back the other way. Nice job on the back check there by Kleber. Goes up off the glass and out to center. Now in the neutral zone. Cross ice speed for Chirac. Was behind him. Has to dump it in because the Zydeco were a little offside. They'll get a line change. Fresh legs out. It's the Jackson Bond line with Larwood and Gordon. Clearing attempt, or a dump-in attempt, I should say, for the River Dragons. Goes off Gordon. Storjahan walks in, fires one into the mitt. Brendan Colgan at the top of his crease. 2:48 remains in the third. Everett Thompson barking out orders from the bench, trying to make sure every one of his players are on the same page. Want to make sure nobody's taking any liberties here with under 3 minutes remaining in the third where you're trailing. You don't want to leave the zone too soon just because you think you might have an opportunity. Defense comes first. Dump back into Zydeco territory. Once again, takes a strange hop off the boards there in the corner. Comes free for the River Dragons. Good chance. What a save made by Colgan on McDonald. Oh, boy, best chance of the game so far for the River Dragons. Justin McDonald one-on-one with Brendan Colgan. He came across, got square to the shooter, made the stop. Got a little help from the referee. They thought he had the puck covered, but it popped free. So we'll get another face-off in the Zydeco zone. That was what I was talking about, though. Don't want to be heading up the ice too early and giving up high-quality scoring chances. Cleared out to center ice and all the way down into the River Dragon zone. Underwood will play D-to-D and get it right back. Lost it in his own feet. Now a couple players collide there. Zydeco are able to jump on top of it. Now taken away by Jemayev. He'll cut through center ice. Jemayev over the line, pulls up, looking for some trailers, throws it on goal, and Colgan able to block her that one away, and Jemayev gets sent to the deck. Lindbergh now through the neutral zone. Lost an edge, throws it towards the net, goes wide. Colgan at about the hash marks right now, ready to go whenever Everett calls him. However, McDonald has it for the River Dragons. He starts back the other way. Dumps it in. Wilson, the first one there. Ian McDonald battle. Inching down and keeping the play alive is Connor Lind as we get closer to the final minute of play here in the third. Ryan Kleber will start the rush back the other way for the Zydeco. Gives it to Wilson, going up for Kleber. He chips it ahead. Sent towards the goal, doesn't have enough muster to get there. Colgan still can't get off. Doe will send it cross ice and sent by Klink to the Zydeco line, sent all the way back to the River Dragon zone. We got an icing call on the Zydeco. Everett Thompson is trying to tell the linesman that there was somebody there that could have played the puck, but they never did. Linesmen aren't hearing it. So the Zydeco can't get their line changed. 54 seconds left to go here in the third. Off the faceoff, River Dragons control. Can't get a shot on net. It gets sent out to center. Zydeco come back the other way. Over the line, it's Thornton. Looking cross ice in front. Oh, caught his man in between. That was Sabat going to the net. Caught him in between. Colgan still can't come off the ice. Big hit in the neutral zone on Nemeki. We get a whistle stopping play. I believe it's a hand pass. So face-off will be in the neutral zone. with 34.4 left. Great little passing play there from the Zydeco. Just couldn't finish. Draw comes all the way back to the Zydeco zone. Colgan has it. Namiki needs to start moving forward. Under half a minute left. Chipped up ahead by the Zydeco. Can't get past the River Dragons wall in the neutral zone. Thornton for Namiki. Back to Thornton. Starts wheeling. Colgan off to the bench. Thornton through the neutral zone. Drops it off for Cox. Tried to throw that one towards the goal. Was sailing wide. But trying to be smart there was Sammy Bernard. He just grabbed that puck before allowing anything to really develop. So with 9.1 left, the Zydeco are going to end up getting a face-off in the neutral zone. Or excuse me, in the offensive zone. Face-off to the left. Bernard. Here we go. Couple guys jumped a little too soon. Got Haggerty, Cox, Thornton, Wilson, Demiki out on the ice, tied up, goes to the corner. Larwood is there. He gets pinched up along the wall. River Dragons just want to eat this thing up. It pops free for a minute, wrapped around and out to center, and that will do it for game one of this two-game set. Welcome to the Zydeco postgame show, brought to you by Southern Air Heating, Plumbing, and Cooling. Zydeco dropped this one by a score of 2-1. We knew that this weekend was going to be a huge test for the Zydeco on exactly where they're at. This is what you call a benchmark game. This is one of the top teams in the league, the Columbus River Dragons, and the Zydeco stayed with them. It was a frustrating game at times, couldn't break through the neutral zone, couldn't really get too much offense going at the end of the day, but phenomenal resolve by the Zydeco not to just give up or not to get frustrated, take stupid penalties. That's something that tends to happen against teams like this, is you get tired, you get frustrated, you start taking and making mental mistakes. So, good news for the Zydeco is they were able to hang around with one of the best teams in the league and push them pretty much to the brink. Bad news is, at this stage, they're not looking for any consolation prizes. They don't want to just stick with teams like this. We want to beat them. So tomorrow, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of video being watched today by the boys in the locker room and Coach Everett Thompson on exactly how to beat the neutral zone trap that the Columbus River Dragons run. And I guarantee you tomorrow's game will be just as close as the one that you see here. For the final time, Zydeco dropped this game by the score of 2-1. We will be right back here tomorrow at 7:05 for Puck Drop. Join us at 6:40 for the pregame show as we preview everything that's going to happen on Saturday. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes making everything possible. Thank you for all of you guys tuning in on YouTube and WBRZ. We thank you so much. Andy Petzinger signing off.